happy to see my sons and my daughter. Wanna carry them on my lap like a father. Goodbye to life of terror and the life of a gangster. The lion feed and sleep, nothing say he don't get fever. You should understand me, I'm not weaker, I'm just wiser. I cannot lose sleep cause I'm my own master. My mind is so happy, so I don't need to bother. I'm who I wanna be, I don't need you to agree. I love the life I'm living, now I beg no pressure me. I know they trip for vanity, so I don't need to kill. Still a prostitute, I'm in for the good life, yeah. This feels good, I'm over killing this. Put up your fists if you feeling this. Make you drop knuckle if you feeling me. Hi, I can hear very well. I dey calm down, I dey calm down, nothing said this my people. I dey calm down, listen to my voice, all you body boys. This is legendary, cause this one no be noise. You bet I'm not gonna miss my words, I'm going ahead to spit it. I fear no death, but I the word, I'm going ahead to kill it, yeah. Put your guns down, I've been there before. I know you got your reason, yeah, you wanna settle scores. You wanna win this war, hell, you wanna make a living. Yeah, things are getting hard, yeah, you wanna kill for shizzy, yeah. This is Genie, now I'm taking things so easy. I'm happy living really, now I don't need no way.
Yes, welcome back. Now, this will be of interest to a lot of Nigerians because we're discussing foreign currency, the importation of foreign currency. The CBN, in the course of the week, banned the importation of foreign currency except with approval. And I was at a forum where the CBN governor spoke last week, and he said something which amused me. He said, first of all, that Nigeria has become the greatest importer of US dollars, and he asked the question, what do Nigerians need dollars for? Is it to go and shop in ShopRite, or is it to pay for dinner in a Chinese restaurant? I thought to myself, yeah, one can't answer those questions because you don't spend dollars in the shops. So what are we using dollars for? That there's such a high demand for that currency. Well, we're going to ask all those questions of the Deputy Governor, Economic Policy over at the Central Bank, who's with us this morning, Dr. Sarah Alade. Good morning.
Good morning.
And thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Straight away, why do we need so many dollars in Nigeria? Has the CBN been able to fathom that?
That's the issue. We usually allow users, those travelers, to have BTA, PTA, $4,000, $5,000 when they're traveling out in cash. So we had also allowed domestic money banks to import dollars because there was a time when remittances, when people send money from overseas, there was an issue about the rate of exchange, the rate at which is exchanged. So central bank had allowed them to say, look, if a customer gets dollars, give him dollar. If pounds were sent to him, give him pounds, so that he then has the choice of disposing of it the way he wanted. So that was the genesis of allowing them to then import dollars. But end users, small end users, people who need $4,000, $1,000 to send to a child in Ghana and so on, will definitely need dollars. And when they are traveling, they will need foreign currencies to travel. So that's what dollar is meant for, not for payments domestically.
Well, I know that some shops actually put price tags in dollars on their goods, and some property. In fact, they even have the effrontery to advertise it in the newspapers, that property is X number of dollars per annum. And the CBN allows it. We don't spend dollars in this country. How come goods are being sold in dollars?
We don't spend dollars. We spend our own currency, Naira. When people display, there are hotels, because you have international people who come, who will ask you, they don't understand what 70,000 Naira means. They pay with their cards. In such places, when they are authorized dealers, we call them authorized dealers in foreign exchange, and they have a license to do that, they can then display and say, look, a room per night is X in US dollars. So if you have a foreigner coming in, he might choose to pay in dollars. He can also choose to pay in Naira. But other than that, schools, shops have no right to display anything.
Property sales?
Property sales should be in Naira.
Now, I know for a fact that in a number of other countries, if you go to Paris today, you can spend euro, you can spend dollars, and there are quite a few shops that will accept it from you and allow you to pay in euro or pay in dollars or even pay in pounds. If you go to Germany, same thing. If you go to UK, there are some shops that will say, oh no, we can't accept dollars, we'll only accept pounds. But in quite a number of shops, you can do that. In Nigeria, why would we consider dollars not a legal tender for most of the organizations or businesses in our country?
I just said now that if you are authorized, you have the license to receive dollars.
So there is a need to
there
get
is
the
a need
license.
to get the license, and then we know that you take dollars, and then you can also pay dollars.
What is
But
the
if you
requirement
don't,
for those
the requirement
licenses?
is that they apply to Central Bank, and they tell us what sort of businesses they do that we require taking dollars. In most countries, and that's why I'm glad you said that some shops will take it, other shops will not take it. If you go to some of these large shops in Europe, they'll tell you, go and exchange the money into our own currency. They are not actually, I mean, they are outrightly, what they are telling you is that, look, this is our currency, but there's a shop, there's a bank where you can exchange it and then come back. That bank, that outfit has been licensed by the country to receive other currencies so that you can monitor it. So, and that's what we should be doing in Nigeria. We do have authorized dealers who accept. I just give you an example of a hotel. He can accept dollars if he registers with Central Bank, and we give him the license to do that.
Okay,
Now,
I'll let you go.
Bureau de changes, 20 of them were delisted or whatever. The licenses were cancelled in the course of the week. Can you tell us the reason for that?
Bureau de change are set up to meet small end user needs. You know, sell $5,000, $4,000. You want to send $1,000. You're traveling to a neighboring country. You're traveling. Those are the kind of things Bureau de change should be doing. But we discovered that they had bought from banks huge sums of dollar. $300,000, $30,000, $50,000. What the condition of their license is that whenever you buy or sell, purchases and sales must be well documented. We want to know who is buying, we want to know where you bought from, and who you are selling to. Now we